All right, welcome to JCCR Racing, where we're taking on the World Series with, well, no experience. Well, two laps, maybe 3 laps, 2 laps last night, and we're gonna get in 1 lap right now. So no experience, no worries. Get in there and enjoy Gran Turismo 7, enjoy sim racing, and even do the World Series races online. This is gonna probably be pretty chaotic, maybe a lot embarrassing, or maybe a little surprising. So stay tuned to find out. I think the main key ingredient is to have a handful of basic tips and tricks, racing strategies, put into action. And I think with that, you can still have a lot of fun. Let's see if we can actually position half decently. The last time we did this, though, was on a Saturday. So we got 2 hit tries at the race. We got 16th, followed by first place. So will this be a first place, or will this be a 16th, or somewhere in between? Watch to the end to find out. And after the race is done, if we've got time, we'll jump in and do a weekly online race as we've been getting faster and faster. We've already picked up a couple pole positions at the weekly race. Almost didn't apply the go in slow and come out fast. That was a little hot. But basic tricks include just watching the gear indicator, trail braking to the apex. Once you get to the middle of the apex, slowly getting into that accelerator. Sometimes you can, yes, go pedal to the metal. And other times that will spin you off the track. So before you know the track, you're much better off playing it safe and slowly getting into that accelerator pedal. And of course, following the tire marks and using up the whole track. With those really basic race techniques, I think we can still have fun. We can have a not so horrible, okay, so that's a slow 155.8. Last night we did, I think it was 2, maybe 3 laps, and in one of those we got a 153. By no means fast, but hey, I think the important thing is to take a car that you're consistent with, that you can keep under control. And if you employ some safe, smart driving, hey, Super Doofus, avoid the chaotic, troublesome racing and play safe and smart, you can still, with very little or no experience, still have a good time. Let's hope we have a good time. Could get taken out in some real class clown action. Might get taken out lap 1. So stay tuned to find out. I just want to get into the live chat here. Sorry for the little moment to find here. Here we go. So Super Doofus, welcome. SLV Silver Fox, welcome. So I don't know how, but we can't possibly. More people are going to come in here. We can't possibly be starting in second with a 153 something. That was slow. That's what we got after two tries. So we've got MacGyver up there in first, driving the Huracan. For me, often turns into the Huracan because it can't handle elevated curbs. I spin it out like crazy on those elevated curbs, but otherwise the Lamborghini is fantastic, and it is fast.
Hello, JCCR.
All right, Dev18S, hello, good sir. Edward E, thank you for making it in. Great to see you, Edward E. Great to see everyone here. The goal of this channel is to, one, we want to go from beginner to winner every week on the weekly race. So often, race 1, race 2, 3, 10th to 16th position. Usually by midweek to end week on the weekly races, we're getting pole position. A mix of sometimes a first, often a second, or a third place. And our goal is to also go from complete 0 to hero, so from E-class, and the goal is to get up to A-class. And as you join for the ride, the drive along, you'll see that we always break up our goals into little mini goals, and we work, we figure out what strategies do we need to achieve the major goal, and we work on mini goals. You put the work in every day, and with that system of, being able to give yourself a little pat on the back because of all those mini goals, you can do just about anything, my friends. You can accomplish almost anything. Now, before we get on the track, let's make sure, brake balance on the AMG, perfect at 2 to the rears, freeing up those front brakes. Now, I like to drive the mid-engines on 0 traction control or 1. I can't handle the AMG on 1, so we'll have to take it at 2 here. There we go, we got a little bit of space. I need the practice. I can hopefully get in 3 laps because I really need the practice. We now have 3.5, max 4 laps under the belt, and we had never driven this track before, as far as I know. Now 911, great. Let's talk best cars. 911 is just a great overall pick, but I find I got to race it very often to not lose the hang of it. It drives differently than the other cars with that engine being in the rear, but it is well worth getting used to and putting the time and effort in. Oof, that's really bad. That's the slowest way around that turn. All right, so let's just basic race tactics. Hopefully can get us a nice, with my level of experience, I think 10th starting place would be 10th. And then the goal is to stay out of trouble, let people crash out. Oh, yeah, great. Who was it that said in the live comment, the trick to this race is, go in slow. This is very much a go in slow race because, yeah, there's no immediate walls like the Tokyo Expressway. But there's a lot of places to go waste a lot of time mowing the track lawn for no points. And I still don't know Tokyo Expressway. We got 16th race 1, then first place race 2. But it didn't seem to count because I ended up with 5 points for the second race, Exhibition 2. And Exhibition 1, we had finished in 10th and got 6 points. So really not sure what's going on with GT7. Maybe they didn't count our first place finish. But we didn't have any penalties. They did say that we had finished first. It's going to be, 2 minutes? This was a very slow lap. 1:57, so should cut 5 seconds off that now. If we just stay off the grass, let's go in slow. And following the tire marks on the track is always a good indicator of a pretty darn good line. One of the better ones available. Let's hunt these apexes. This track is something. I don't know. I find it's a track that I'm just not getting the rhythm of the track. Not following in line, feeling like the muscle memory kicking in and enjoying the back and forth. It's a very oddly shaped track. The turns are different. Maybe it just needs a lot of practice. At least we stayed off the grass there. That is one weird turn. Now it's great to have the brake balance more towards the rear, especially for this track, because there's sections where you're just kind of braking all the way through the turn. Lots of grass everywhere. Lots of, I would call them blind corners. You don't really see where the track goes off. I'm not a fan of this track, but hey, anytime you're learning something new, you got to put your ego to the side and be willing to get embarrassed a little, because you can't take on a new hobby, business, sport, whatever it may be. You can't take something on new and not be embarrassed. So it looks like we're going to be starting up in 16th. So let's hope safe, smart driving, or just getting used to the track quicker than this kicks in. If you got tips and tricks, comments, please drop them in the live stream. As you can see, I need a whole lot of help here. This isn't Tokyo Expressway that I got on and after one race was ready to get a first place. I don't know how many races it would take to get used to this track. I'm not even going to race with the radar on. I'm going to race with the map on and just try to use my gear indicator.
Most of the time in third gear. 2 hairpins first gear. Haven't practiced here yet.
Well, Super Doofus, you need to do you're doing the Manufacturer's Cup, or did you sit this one out? Let us know. Super Doofus has his YouTube channel, folks. Check it out. Subscribe. Just wondering, Super Doofus, if you're going to be at a big day, big 12-hour work day, so didn't have time to practice this, or check out any of my fellow creators that I'm friends with, any of their videos today. Didn't get a supper break either, so ate supper quite late when I got home at about 9. Good call, Super Doofus. All right. 147.8. Wow, first place is 6 seconds faster. We shouldn't even be in the same lobby. So Silver Fox saying that he started on hards. Great, I'm going to do that as well. Pitted after lap 9 and swapped to soft. You must use both, and I think maybe you mean medium. I thought that it's hard and mediums. Either way, we'll do the swap. And Silver Fox saying that he found himself mostly in third gear. 2 hairpins in first gear. Awesome, thank you so much, Silver Fox. Dev18S, if you've got any comments, feel free. Comments or questions, folks, drop them. All right, so MacGyver starting with a, what was it, like a 146, 147. We've got Tev Myth in an NSX. NSX is a great overall car. 911, great overall car, but a little much harder to get used to than the NSX. NSX, turn the key, drive, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Even 12, full second faster. Whew. And in qualifying, I didn't get that 153 I had in the quick practice last night. It's not so hot 157. Ooh, the slow. Captain Slow taking the track.
Speed because you're lifting a lot, which is fair because it's a new track, but you can a lot more speed than you think.
All right, thank you very much, Dev. Fantastic. I'm going to keep that in mind. Try to get 3-4 laps in, taking it easy, and then try to speed it up. And we'll see what happens. We've gotten into Manufacturer World Series races where we did know the race decently, and you know, we've all been there, right? We're in, 5th or somewhere at the top, near the top, and we just get, a fragile ego takes us out in a manner that's not just not accidental, but requiring great effort to spear another vehicle that hard, ending our vehicle in the stratosphere, out in the sand. And this is a track.
Slow corners, you want to aim the car so you can hit the throttle immediately.
Fantastic. That's right, Dev. We'll do our best to. I really appreciate having the JCCR Racing Pit crew helping us out. So I love having the live stream. One, we get the goal of, hanging out in the buddy's basement here, 1990s, 2000 style, when games used to be multiplayer and consoles had all these extra controllers. You play 4 on the same game. And the other goal is to learn and grow together. Let's make some dream teamwork makes the dream work, so very glad to have the pit crew in the live stream helping out. Really appreciate it, guys. RSR Nuganetics, hey, welcome. So, folks, check out RSR Nuganetics channel. Cool, very cool racing team right there. Really appreciate you making it in. 15th with an excessively mature name. All right, so we don't get a grid start. I really much prefer the full stop grid start with penalty for taking off. Increases my chances considerably.
Super doofus waving hand, medium skin tone.
All right, let's see what we can do. Very little experience. Seven, maybe 8 laps total ever driven this race. Though it certainly won't be muscle memory helping us out. AMG taking off very quickly. Now with the long straights on this race, I think the Ferrari 458 is at a disadvantage, just like it was on the Tokyo Expressway. Would have been speared right there. He wasn't even trying to make the turn. He just wanted a whole lot of us. Very, I must say, not consensual at all. Oh, I didn't see the corner coming. I got to keep an eye on that little mini track on the bottom. One of the only times I'll complain about having, one of the rare times I'll say this TV is too big. So that, we got a lot of passes in early on, and we just got past a whole lot. Okay, that section I was going way too slow. Alright, sounds... yeah, there must be a car right on us at the moment. From the sounds of it. There we go, safe smart driving got us a pass and also held the position. Woo! That was not safe smart driving at all. He came for us. Oh, or he really thought he could take that far too quickly. Every corner is a surprise, but hey, we're in 12th with starting in dead last, but we're in 12th just the same. Very, 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 have I said very? Little experience. I wouldn't say it's fun, it's a little nerve-wracking, but it'll get fun in a few laps once there's, you know, at least a quarter of the track is starting to go into muscle memory, or just visual memory, that I recognize something. Driving into every corner blind. Oh, I think we got pushed. I felt all of a sudden the car just completely lost control. I think we got pushed off the track there. I'd have to see that in a replay. That, or maybe I was going way too quickly for that section, but I think we got a little push in the back. All right, so having a car you're consistent with, absolutely crucial when you're taking on new tracks. definitely don't make the error of new track, new car like I did for Exhibition 1 in this Manufacturers Cup. Completely new car, pretty much no experience, and took on a new race. That was disastrous, not fun at all. Okay, thank you very much, Dev. Really appreciate the feedback. Certainly isn't Francorchamps. We can kind of dive in with not very much experience, and the turns just, say they're more standard. But this one, it's more than a 45 degree. All right, let's try to go from the outside, trail brake to the apex, run well over the apex. Thank you very much, Dev18. Thanks for sticking with what might be a bit more painful to watch than usual. You know, I'm not doing anything smoothly because I'm not doing it from experience. However, this is a great experiment that I think will prove that you can go into races with little to no experience and have a good time. Get down, you don't have to get dirty, and you can still, you know, we're not last. Just safe, smart driving, going in slow because we don't know. When you don't know, you go in slow. Ooh, needed to stay in second there, I guess, for the proper rotation and holding the line. Oh man, this is such a... I'm just not used to turns that are so much more than just a 45. Or I guess, no, sorry, it is a 45 instead of a 90. Awesome. Thank you, Dev. I'm going to try that. I'll try to put to action your words because those are definitely the right words. Let's see if I can get the right actions. This track is so easy to go off of, and I think the only reason we're in 12th, we are by far the slowest racer with the slowest lap times on this track. But it's kind of like playing tennis. When you got an opponent that is a lot better than you, that has ego and really wants to really beat you, like beat you badly instead of just beating you by a little. So they're really pushing themselves. And in pushing themselves, they're making mistakes, and you're not pushing yourself, you're just going a little below your maximum talent level where you'll make, you know, maybe mistakes 50% of the time. So you crank it back a notch, and you go into a mode where you only make a mistake like once every 20 balls, and you just let them sort of fault themselves out. You win but through their faults. And if you're taking on a new track, it is okay to have the training wheels on, folks. Don't be embarrassed. Look, I'm doing it online, and you can see these markers. The training wheels are on. I've got traction control on too. Yeah, Philness GT, welcome, buddy. Live long and prosperous, as Super Doofus always throws out. the Vulcan salute, as the text reader says. Yeah, Philness, there are legends in the chat. Absolutely, really appreciate it. Very cool. I am very, very blessed that I can have such fantastic individuals in the live stream helping out, coaching, mentoring, helping me, helping the entire race community. They're really giving back. And I'm a slow, silly D driver. Yes, absolutely, folks. Check out RSR New Genetics to see some real top quality racing. None of this slow stuff. I'm just here to show people that you can take on new challenges in life, not just sim racing, but in general in life. Just got to live without fear. Put the ego aside. Thank you very much, Dev. Thank you very much for making me aware of that, because yes, we did get pushed. Well, no, maybe we didn't get pushed. Maybe I just went into that corner too quickly. Oh, there's grass over here. All right. All right, little discovery. Porsche behind me must be thinking, boy, this boy loves the grass. Oh, and I go in too quick. Good job, you did a good clean pass, much appreciated. Let me know, folks, what was it, lap 9 to throw on the mediums? There's that chat to text, or text to chat reader. Throwing it, saying the Vulcan salute. Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, let's throw the radar on. I'm starting to get a bit of a handle on this track. And anyways, we got the gear selector to let us know what gear we're going to need to be in. That'll give us a good, rough idea of what speed to go through at. Oh, this hairpin. Do we even call that a hairpin? Folded hairpin? Hey, I didn't mow anyone's lawn. I won't be getting my 10 spot, I guess. Yeah, absolutely. Super Doofus, great piece of advice there. Race the track. Whoa! And the AMG still gets back under control with a lot of help from the traction control being on 2. We got brake balance on 3, a little more than usual, because I figure some of these turns I'll be very much... They'll come out as a surprise to me. I'll be braking last minute, and I want those front wheels steering. I want to be able to correct in the turn, unfortunately, because the track's just not memorized. That beautiful yellow 911 is still up there. LH Matias, and we've got Tev Myth, who's just come out of the pit, so maybe, if we're lucky, we'll get a little bit of packed car action. Thank you very much, Dev. I will pit this lap. Trying to close the gap without going off track or mowing lawns. Now some people will have done the mediums, so maybe once we get the mediums on, we go just a tad bit faster. When in doubt, let it all out. Let go of the throttle to make sure I can stay on the track. Safe, smart driving looks like it just got us a position on a track we have no business being on. Oh, the pits are. Oh, the pits are. I've never gone to the pits on that track. I am sorry, folks. No worries, Filmus GT. Oh, that was a bad, very bad pitting. Ooh. That's not a pit made to fly in. Yeah. Better to just laugh it off for the viewer, for the pit crew and the driver. Oh yeah, 3-second penalty. My goodness. Where did that wall come from? That wasn't there last night. No, I'll be honest, I've never pitted on this track. So really zero experience from 0 to not hero, but 11th for now. No Super Duvis, I just, it's not that I generally need to practice pitting, it's that I've never pitted here before. So for this track, yes, absolutely need to practice pitting for this track. But I don't know, can we practice pitting on the, in the practice laps? We must be able to. I'd hope so. Hey, we got in the pits. No, we did get there. Now these medium tires feel awfully nice. Hey, F Cabo, you green frog. Woo, happy that I got the radar on. I'm going to keep an eye on that. Dev, that was a great piece of advice you gave. Folks, listen to Dev. He knows what he's talking about. Drive with the radar on. And even if you still need the track map, you can always rely on the gear selector to get you through. Give you a good idea of what's coming up and what speed you need to be at. The top of the gear that they say, and then often it means coming out a gear higher to avoid spinning, especially if you have traction control on 0. I'm on 2. I'm used to the car, so we're good here. Yes, absolutely, Silver Fox, absolutely. Now, folks, I must say, if I go to Pound Town on the car beside me, that is a non-consensual criminal act, because in the real world, you could possibly end the person, definitely wreck the car. There's a difference between trading paint and just spearing someone into another stratosphere. It's called being a driver versus being a donkey. A dirty donkey at that. Woo! Oh, friend, no! What happened? I hit the brakes thinking I'm going to drive into him. Trying to find space. I feel like our friend here could go a little faster. So we'll have to be patient to get a pass. Okay, now he's moving. I'm definitely trading paint, but I'm not trying to hit him. And that's why it's just paint trading as a result, not a complete spear. Oh, and I hope he doesn't feel that I did that. That was just, yeah, no Aussie Pug tonight, I guess. Maybe he's still at work. Maybe he's having a long one. Maybe he is lurking. Maybe he's not saying hi. It's like, oh my goodness, my design is on this horrible driving tonight. What is... Hey, good job, Super Doofus, getting a 129.5 at Red Bull. You made it, buddy. Probably in the 458, I'm guessing. We're doing a thing! 11th with pretty much no experience. For now. Oh, we know we did well through a turn when we're right on those rubber marks. Gotta get us some rubbers. And the apex predators here. Follow these tire marks. Oh, fantastic. Right on, Super Doofus. Our fellow JCCR racing teammate, Super Doofus. Oh, I'm starting to understand this track a little better. I don't know it, but it's not a complete mystery. Yeah, team spirit, absolutely. But not team spirits, as I no longer drink. Lots in the Mercedes, lots of second gear action. You'd probably be in third in a lot of other cars, but this car has a bit of a meaty first gear. There's a lot of, not a lot, but a good amount of speed to first gear. Yeah, gave up drinking. And actually Sunday, hadn't had really anything to drink in 2.5 months, except one glass of wine on my birthday and one or half a glass of wine on Valentine's Day. And I tried one beer, an Irish beer, on Sunday. And when one turned into two, I was like, yep, no. Thankfully supper broke things up, and I was able to get back to be like, yeah, no, my body just liked it too much. So yeah, a little bit is fine for the, like, it's not a horrible health hazard to have a little. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, sorry. Absolutely, yeah, an Irish beer. I think on YouTube we can't mention any brands or whatnot, but you can probably guess which one. Starts with a G. Thanks, Dave. Dev, sorry. As in most likely Devin. Dev, good shortening. Yes, absolutely. Actually, the two most popular Irish beverages, they're both absolutely fantastic. And I just like them too much. One can turn into, 8 or 10 far too easily. All right, so we've got a 12-second head start on F Capo. We're 16 seconds behind 10th. This race is really got us spread out. But the AMG proving to be, with traction control, too fine in the hands of a beginner or an intermediate driver. But with traction control 1, I just couldn't, and a track I didn't know, so Exhibition 1 for the Manufacturers Cup World Series, I just could not handle it. right there, that is a weird feeling turn. I wasn't that much off the line, and still it just felt like I'm gonna go off track. Oh, fantastic. Should be able to go flat out on the long turns. I will, after hitting the apex, I will try that out. I will try to hit the apex first of all, and then I'll try to power out, flat out. Did not get the right line there, went a little hot and missed the apex. So it's like I was too fast and too slow. I basically just didn't carry any speed through the turn. That'll slow a lap timer down quite a bit. Makes me think of that's like when you're karting and your kart, you just slide out and then you're no longer in the high rev band, which is also the power band. You've just got nothing behind the pedal for like 3 or 4 seconds. Really have to carry revs and speed through the corners when karting. Alright, so 2 laps left. Let's see what we can do here. Try to get a 151. I think with the tips and tricks you've been sharing, I think it's doable. Gotta go flat out through here. Thank you very much, Deb, for the encouragement. My ego is slowly healing from those first few laps of embarrassment, and that's going to be your learning curve and learning process to really anything new that you take on. And folks, get out of your comfort zone, put the ego aside, and learn something new. It's going to create new neural networks in your brain, so that's going to be good for brain development, brain health. You're going to acquire something new, so you'll get enjoyment out of taking on a new challenge. Yes, you're going to have to, kind of get through the process where you're like, well, this sucks, this is embarrassing. But get through it, and you'll get to the fun. Because if you don't, well then, thankfully as kids, we don't think about embarrassment. So hopefully, hopefully you didn't grow up in a box or a closet, but as long as you don't grow up in, a bomb shelter underground, you should have developed at least a basis of a whole bunch of skills. It's important to get out of those skills or get back those skills. If you haven't done something in a while, it can still be pretty embarrassing at first, but it's well worth taking on new activities, skills, hobbies, businesses. So it's a front engine, rear wheel drive, so I can kind of well, by making little kind of pig noises with AMG, I can get that front end pointing to where I need it, where I want it pointed. Okay, going up the hill, you in 5th, down into 2nd, not 1st. Thank you very much. So here, so not 1st through here. That's the downhill section, I believe you're talking about, or maybe it was the one prior. At some point you gotta let go of the brakes and hope for the best to avoid sliding into the grass. Not the fast way around that little last section. Yeah, I should have been going better placed and going much faster. Oh, the one prior. Well, Dev, when this race comes back at some point, if it does, we're going to be better positioned. I'll have in the back of my mind, the subconscious is going to be reminding me the tips you dropped tonight. Dev, you've been a huge help. You've been a solid blessing to this racing. Because, yeah, we're struggling. I couldn't repeat the 153. I just kind of got lucky following the world-class Ghost that I have reset per sector. So got really lucky with that 153 initial time. And as you could see from qualifying, I could only pull off a 157. So getting it down to... Did we get down to 152? I know we got down to 153, but congratulations to MacGyver for a fantastic first place win in the Huracan, Fernando in the 911, and Champ in the NSX. And glad to see the S ratings not going down. So looks like it was pretty much a clean race by everybody. And we finished 11th. And my D rating, my lobby rating went down, of course, because I was driving considerably slower. My laps were very...
2 minutes and 1 second is great improvement.
Oh, fantastic. We got a 152.1. Fantastic. Thank you for the encouragement, Dev. Dev, more people need friends like you. Friends that, instead of just competing against each other and putting each other down, help each other out. So thank you very much, folks, for being here to learn and grow with me. And, you know, many of you are really fantastic drivers, unlike myself, and you're not so much in the, well, maybe, yeah, what you get to learn is the skills of coaching. So thank you very much for the coaching, folks. Philness GT, thank you so much for hitting the like button. This was an interesting World Series. No experience, couldn't do it, had 12 hours of... Punt that like button, friends. Philness, I love it. And folks, don't forget to check out Philness GT, one of my mates. He's got a fantastic YouTube channel. He's an incredible driver. He's A+. So really great driver. Great all-around guy. So give him some encouragement. Check out his YouTube. And don't forget Super Doofus as well, because we want Super Doofus to live long and prosperous, as he is always kind and throwing that out to the people as they come in and out of the live stream. And I still don't know what happened, folks, with the points ranking. Last race, round 2, 5 points, but for a first. That's the pointage we had gotten, I believe, when we had gotten last. So it's like our last race, and it was the last race of the night. Oh, love it, Super Doofus. Race long and prosper. Very nice. Yes, please do, Philness. Drop your link, folks. Absolutely. So yeah, not sure what happened. Round 1, I know exactly what happened. New car, the AMG, which I hated at first and love now. Kind of like when you're taking on any new business or hobby or sport. And a new track. So new car, new track, disaster. Could not, when you're taking on a new track, make sure you're in a car that you can be very, very consistent with, and you know exactly how it's going to behave, so you can avoid those slide out, crash outs, and whatnot. Round 2, 5 points. I still don't understand. That's what we got for last place. So yeah, it's like our points didn't count for getting a first, or very likely I just don't understand Gran Turismo 7, or maybe a mix of both. Now let's see. Race B is Brands Hatch Grand Prix Circuit. I'm in no hurry to run off and race that, but I do really like the Red Bull Ring. But we're going to save that for tomorrow night, because tonight we had the full hour race. Folks, thank you so much for watching.
Get less points, so if you're last in a higher lobby, you'll get more points than a win.
Oh, fantastic, Dev. Really good to know. Yeah, maybe for Exhibit 1, maybe we're mixed in with some C racers. I don't know if that would count as being almost a higher lobby or in between C and D. But we were technically D in Exhibition 1 and D in Exhibition 2, even though we got first. I think maybe they just didn't count our first. So, not sure what's going on. Folks, I salute you. Blessed to have you. Thank you so much for being here this evening. Love that we can hang out, in the buddy's basement, learn and grow together. I'm learning how to race. Some of you are learning and practicing your coaching and mentoring skills. Folks, that's what I want. I want a kind, caring racing community where we get to hang out as buddies. Oh, great. Dev, thank you very much. I did not know that it's a higher lobby when we're starting to mix in with C. Fantastic. So I'll have to get my speed up for the next Manufacturers Cup. Let's check out where it's going to be.
Good night, peeps.
Yes, good night. And one last checkup. Where are we going next?
That is also correct.
We are going to Autopolis International Racing Course. I do have experience on the Nuremberg Ring, and I think that we might end this series with a surprising finish there if we don't get taken out. So, folks, thank you so much. In the meantime, I wish you all more cars and more power. Really hope to see you back in the live tomorrow night, starting between 9 and 10 p.m. Eastern Time, General Mountain Time, Zone 5, as we're going to be taking on the Red Bull Ring. Let's get those positions up. Who knows what we'll drive? We kind of like to drive all the cars and getting into some scuffles and getting some chaotic Mario Kart racing. So I wish you all more cars and more power, and hope you get to put the pedal to the metal on a car that you love sometime real soon. If it's not in the real world, hey, go for it. Sim racing is fantastic. Teaches discipline, teaches us how to achieve our goals. So until next time, folks, thank you so much. Godspeed, everybody.